Hey everybody, Jess here, Key Tarot. Welcome to you all. This is a reading for all of you earth signs. We're going to go Virgo, then Taurus, then Capricorn. The timestamps will be in the description box down below. Let's say a quick blessing and we will get rolling, all right? Holy Spirit, thank you for being with us here today and in every breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. Alrighty, we're starting with Virgo. Virgo, I'm going to start with this Star Power Tarot for you guys. Hope you're all doing well. All right, what do we have for our Virgos? Nice, Four of Wands in the reverse. What? Oh, okay. Strength in the reverse. Four of Swords. Three of Pentacles, and there's the King of Swords, and there's the Six of Swords. Wow, kids. I've got the Emperor there. What? All right. So, Virgo. This is how these cards are kind of coming out here. This is kind of not, this is not the best vibes. It's not the best vibes because it feels like you've gone through something here pretty recently. Feels like an ending of a significant relationship, possibly even a union in your life. This Four of Wands can be that twin flame 11 awakening card. It really, though, beyond that, and the only reason I bring that up is because I do have this Emperor out here with this King of Cups. You may be dealing with a divine masculine. You may be a divine masculine, someone who feels like things just aren't going well, not going the way that they should be going in a relationship of significance here. With this Strength card in the reverse, I feel like you've given up. I have a separation here with the Four of Swords. The Six of Swords is someone who's physically relocating, possibly to get away from this situation. This Three of Pentacles that comes out on its side is, I mean, it could be having trouble at work. I just saw 212 on the counter. You could be having, struggles with individuals at work, teams at work. This could have also just been, this Three of Pentacles can also just be you saying, I don't see any growth with this person. I'm not seeing any change with our situation. I'm not seeing us being on the same page as with one another. This King of Cups energy is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, masculine energy. Doesn't have to be those zodiac signs, but this is someone who's just possibly non-communicative, or maybe they've communicated that they don't want this partnership. And whoever it is with this Emperor energy, that's divine masculine energy, that's Aries energy, it feels like they've made a decision and they're sticking to it, and your only option here is to walk away. Okie dokie. I've got the Star card out here, and I've got the Lovers under that. You're breaking my heart here, kid. Whoever you are, I've got the Ace of Cups here at the end. So the Star card is Aquarius energy, but this is someone, it can speak to a divinely guided soulmate partnership. It really can. And this Lover's energy down below it is someone who's being forced to make a major decision about a love relationship. Someone here has definitely walked away from something, from someone. Whether that was you or whether that was this other person who's on the flip side of this, I don't know. But someone here had to make a difficult decision. Now, the bonus here is that your last card out here, Virgo, is this Ace of Cups. This Ace of Cups can be a new love relationship coming to you, but much more than that. This is you, for lack of a better way of describing it, falling in love with yourself again. It's about self-love. And it's about vibrating at a frequency that attracts love towards you. Now, we got to kind of dig into this because, give me this Super Lunaris Tarot here, because I mean, this looks kind of painful. I'm really sorry if this is your story, Virgo. Sometimes I'm excited when stories resonate with people, and other times I'm glad when they don't. If this is not your reading, there's the Four of Swords. When I cut the deck, I've got the Three of Swords under that. You had to have a difficult conversation with someone here. Darn it all, there's the Tower card. More about that in a minute. I've got the Death card on this side of the deck. quite honestly, wherever it is that you're headed, you're about to, there's definitely light at the end of the tunnel. I have the Nine of Cups directly on top of the Star card. The Nine of Cups is the minor arcana of the Star card for me. This Star card is divine blessings, and this Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. I always say that the Nine of Cups is like a birthday candle wish that comes true. So if you are the person that is going through this, and with this Four of Swords out here twice like this, more about that in a minute, this is someone who has gone through a recent ending. This is the separation phase of this time. I've got the Three of Swords here, which is the energy of a breakup, right? Heartache, grief, and pain. Ouch. That's that pain that we're feeling. And then we have someone in the Four of Swords energy who's still contemplating those Three of Swords. You know, while they're taking a break, they're taking a time out here. It feels like you had to have a really difficult conversation with this person. It may have kind of come out of nowhere with this Tower energy. This is something that is about course redirection in your life. When the Tower is struck, there's nothing to do except for move forward. Either rebuild where you are with a stronger foundation, or pack your bags and go build somewhere else, someplace better. With this Death card energy, this is transformation in your life, but it comes from pain. It comes from difficulty. But it feels like now you're being allowed to start all over again, whoever you are, Virgo. And I feel like it's uncomfortable. I feel like it's an uncomfortable new beginning. One that came from some sort of duress. Yes. All right, let's... Okay. I've got the Eight of Cups here. I have the Nine of Wands in the reverse on top of that Six of Swords. Now, the Knight of Wands in the reverse, that's Sagittarius energy, but beyond that, and don't get hung up on any of the zodiac signs or the genders that I call out. You'll know if it's beyond that, whether or not that matters. But the Knight of Wands in the reverse is someone who can be promiscuous. There's someone who is non-committal. They make decisions, and hasty decisions, and they don't stick to them. This could have been why you had to let go of this person. This Eight of Cups is someone who's having to walk away from a situation, someone that they invested a lot of their life, their time, their energy, their heart in. Now, I do have this Fool card that goes right on top of this Lovers. Whoever you are, if this is your story, I can honestly say I feel like you've made the right choice here. Absolutely. And whether it was your choice or not, you've now, your pathway has now been cleared to something that's going to be a lot healthier for you here with this Fool energy on top of this Lovers. It feels like, and next to this Ace of Cups here, it feels like you're choosing yourself. You're choosing to love yourself, as opposed to sit here and keep trying and keep trying and keep trying with this situation that has clearly crumbled. This Star card here, Virgo, this is a very deep reading. If this is your reading, I would encourage you to seek a personal reading from, I personally do personal readings. You can get that information in the About section of this channel, or to reach out to another reader that you trust, because this is kind of deep. This is kind of deep stuff. This Star card is about things that belong to you. I always think of it as Pandora's box. Whenever you open the lid, the good, the bad, and the ugly all comes out. And it's all things, it's all stuff that was divinely planned for you on your life path before you even came down to this little planet in your little body. And it's the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the challenges and the successes, the talents that are unique to you, the gifts that are unique to you. And in addition to that, the soul contracts that you have with other people. I feel like you're someone here who is about to kind of step into your own. You may be embarking upon some spiritual ascension, and that is not comfortable. Spiritual ascension is not always comfortable, because it will ask us to let go of things that may have been security blankets in our lives. People, places, things, substances, habits, ideals. You may have just been kind of rocked to the core by whatever this ending was over here, and kind of forced to start all over again here with this Fool card. And it kind of feels like you're not entirely sure where you're going, but you are being divinely led down this pathway. I see your finances are going to be improving soon. Some of you may be buying a new home. Some of you may be finding a new employment opportunity that pays you more money. Some of you may be being given a promotion. Some of you, I don't know, there's an energy of stability that's coming in here for you once you transition out of this. And I'm hearing nothing's going to stop us now with this Three of Wands. This is this card of manifestation. It's the minor arcana of the Magician. And it feels like you're looking out into the world and not sure exactly what's coming, but what's coming is going to be just the right thing for you. I've got the Lovers out again, Gemini energy. And this pretty much sums it up with this Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is someone who's struggling to sleep at night, someone who, I can just feel it in the pit of my stomach, someone who's filled with, can be sadness, longing, loneliness, regret. I'm hearing what a waste. Like, this is very depressed energy here, Virgo. If this is not your reading this week, thumbs up, yes. But if this is someone who's going through an awful lot and struggling to really see anything good. Okay. Major change is on its way. For you financially and for your stability. Here's what's going to happen. Once you're on the other side of this, once you're kind of out, once you've started to kind of recover from this, I just saw 1212 on the counter. Once you've kind of started putting your one foot in front of the other and started rebuilding here, you are going to start noticing how peaceful your life is, how stable your life is, your family, if you have a family of your own, your finances, your business life, whatever it is that creates this energy of stability around you is about to improve dramatically, specifically your finances. There is this new peace that's coming for you here. There really, really is. I have the Justice card out here. That's Libra energy. That may be the season where this kind of all starts finally coming together. Some of you are putting out resumes at the end of this week for new jobs. Some of you are, there's like fast moving paperwork that you're putting out there, maybe to secure a new home or a new lease, or like I said, possibly a new job. Things start to become much more balanced here very quickly. And it really does come from this new beginning. And I don't think you would have ever imagined that, because this is such a dark, heavy place to be over here. I think it's going to surprise you by how free you feel. I think it's going to be a couple more months before you really start to experience this stability here. But every positive thing that you do, every bit of positive intention you put out over the course of the next like 8 weeks or so, I think you're going to be shocked and amazed by the time we get about over to fall. Yeah, I think that is when you're going to start seeing this real abundance flowing in your life here, Virgo. Right now, I feel like someone's throat is very tight because they possibly from crying. You know how your throat gets tight if you cry, or if you try to stifle tears, you know, your throat gets kind of tight. I think that you don't want to talk to anybody about what's happened here. I can feel tears behind my eyes. I have the Queen of Cups here on its side. I encourage you not to let what has happened here close you off to love. And I don't think that's going to be your intention. And I think you're actually about to embark on, like I said, a time of self-love and really exploring that, really exploring the peace that resides within you, that connection to your higher self and to your higher power. I think this is really going to accelerate in your life. With this Queen of Cups that comes out on its side, though, this is someone who's saying, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to open my heart to another person ever again. You're going to have a lot of people wanting to reach out to you as soon as you turn this page. But I get the impression that you're not that interested for a while. It quite honestly, it may take some time for you to mend your heart here, and don't be in a hurry to do it. You'll know when it's time for you to get back out there, and when it's, I just saw 1555 on the counter, you'll know when it's time for you to open your heart up again. Don't rush it. Take time to just be with yourself, reestablish this peace that's coming towards you, refocus on your family if you have one, your friends if you have good friends, focus on your finances and your just overall health and well-being. Set up a life of peaceful prosperity, and then when you feel like you've accomplished that in whatever way, then you'll know when it's time to open your heart. You do have a lot of energy that you're going to be putting out towards the end of this week to start putting these building blocks in place for this to happen. I have the World card here. Oh my gosh, cuties. Oh, I love this. Okay, wow. Okay, so quite honestly, I have the Strength card in the upright position. We had it in the reverse over here. I've got the Hermit under that. This is exactly what we were just talking about finding your peace within, about going within and not taking anyone else with you, just being on your own with your higher power, whoever that is for you, and really just communing with God in that respect. This is you remembering who you are and learning to love yourself all over again, looking in the mirror and loving who you see, all right? You're doing that right now. You're recovering right now. This World card is tying up all these loose ends. I have the Knight of Swords over here. This is someone who, despite the challenge, refuses to back down and is someone who's just going to keep on keeping on and moving forward. I have the Hermit here, or excuse me, the Hierophant here. I've got a lot of spiritual cards here together with that the Hermit and the Hierophant and Temperance out here as well. This Hierophant is Taurus energy, and this is someone who says, I only want the right things. I only want the right things. This Temperance card is someone who is dead set on finding out what those right things are for them. This World card is you shedding your skin like a snake. It's you closing out old cycles. It's you saying, I'm never going back to that place ever again. It's you doing what you need to do to move on from this time period of your life and onto this new season of yourself. I feel like once we hit fall, that's when everything starts to feel a lot better. And I know that seems like it's kind of far off in the distance, but you're going to be busy rebuilding your life here for a while, Virgo. This Wheel of Fortune energy is Sagittarius energy, as is this Temperance card. By the time we roll around to Sagittarius season, I think you're going to be ready for something new, even a different kind of pathway here with that Ace of Wands. And I feel like that's when you may have love re-enter your life again. It's only going to come when you are ready for it. So don't panic. Don't be worried about it. Some of you are going to be closed down a little bit, closing up that love shop for a little while, and that is just fine. You do whatever it is you need to do. I feel like I'm reading for someone who's not afraid of being on their own. This is someone who doesn't even understand the concept of loneliness, really, because you are busy and you are active in your own life. Yes, this feels very tragic, what has happened here. It does. And it feels like it's kind of knocked the wind out of your sails, and it feels like you may be sitting there coasting with some of these kind of sad vibes. That's the only way I know how to describe it. Kind of love sad vibes here for a little while, and that's okay. Go ahead and allow yourself to feel them. There's nothing wrong with that, because what goes up must come down, and it's just the wheel does continue to turn, right? So keep putting your positive energy out there, and by the time, like I said, we get over here to Sagittarius season, we're just about close to the end of the year, then that's when everything shifts for you again. So you just use this time between now and then to create the life that you want to see for yourself, by yourself, within yourself, okay? And then you'll know what to do next, all right? I feel like by the end of this week, you're going to start feeling better, for one thing, but also and maybe the end of next week. That you start to really feel better. And then that's when you start, when this energy starts to pick up here for you and you feel like you have more to give, more energy to put out there into the world. And that's when I see this like flood of paperwork happening, emails happening, where you start really deciding what you want your life to look like and how you're going to make that happen. All right. All right. That was your reading for this week, sweet, sweet Virgo. Oh, I love you so much. If this was your reading, my heart goes out to you. It's something that comes for us all, right? That energy of that breakup. I'm sorry though if that is your story. If it is, my heart goes out to you. I wish you the very best. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are so inclined, and I will see you guys soon. Mwah, to you all. Next we have Taurus. Taurus, I'm going to start with this Tarot of Wonderland for you guys. Taurus, I have the Empress on its side, the Chariot on its side, the Three of Wands on its side, and this Ten of Cups. Wow, kids. All right, so the Empress is the card of Virgo. It's also divine feminine energy. I have the Chariot. This is Cancerian energy, so it feels like, well, and I've got this Three of Wands on its side, and then I've got this Ten of Cups, and then I've got this Queen of Cups. Give me a few more here. Hold on. Three of Cups in the reverse and the Hanged Man in the reverse. So, Taurus, I feel like you're kind of exemplified by this. Is that the right word? Exemplified by? I feel like you're kind of characterized by this Empress. I feel like this is your energy, I should say. The Empress is someone who typically is the embodiment of all four of the queens in the deck, right? This is someone who is usually a little bit older. They take care of a lot of people. They run empires, right? There's a lot of responsibility on their shoulders. The Empress has been through a lot. They've lived a lot. They've seen a lot. When it comes out on its side here, I feel like you're almost questioning your own choices, Taurus. And with this Chariot on its side here, it feels like you're trying to decide whether you should stay in a connection or not. Whether you should stay, whether you should go, whether you should move on entirely. I don't know if it's an energy of stagnancy here. I feel like you sense that some kind of change is coming with this Three of Wands. It's just a question of when it's going to happen. It's almost like you're waiting on the other shoe to drop. Something like that. The Three of Cups in the reverse can indicate a third-party situation. And I have the Hanged Man in the reverse, which is Pisces energy. It goes on top of this Ten of Cups. And I have this Queen of Cups next to it. I feel like, Taurus, you are also embodied by this Queen of Cups energy. Which we have someone who has a very honest, very open, very giving, very loving heart. Usually someone who's very unconditionally loving. And it feels like you've had a happy home, a happy marriage for a long time, a happy relationship for a long time. This Ten of Cups can be a family. This can be, again, a marriage. Or it can just be like a very loving relationship you've had with someone for quite some time. Unfortunately, with the Three of Cups in the reverse, this person could have put you in a third-party situation. And it feels like with this Hanged Man in the reverse, you understand that you've got to do something. You've got to do something quickly. It feels like you're at a crossroads, trying to make a decision. Which way am I going to go? What do I want to do? It's very similar energy to this Chariot that comes out on its side. When I get cards that come out on their side for me as a reader, that tells me that whoever I'm reading for, it's kind of your responsibility to decide if you want to turn it into the upright position or into the reverse. I think you don't actually know what you want to do here, Taurus. I think you share children with this person, and I think that you actually have a very strong partnership with this person. I'm hearing somebody saying, yeah, but I could be with somebody else too, just fine. It's not a problem. Like, this is someone who's, I feel like you've had it up to here with someone, Taurus. I have the Four of Swords under that, which is separation energy. I feel like whoever I'm reading for here, you've already spoken to some kind of legal counsel about what you may do in this situation. I have the Ace of Cups over here, and I have the Eight of Wands over here. Whoever I'm reading for, I'm going to clarify a little bit further in a moment, but whoever I'm reading for here, Taurus, it feels like you already have new love offering itself to you, but you haven't entirely tied this situation over here up yet. Let me get another deck. Yes, indeed. Let me use this. Well, let's use this after tarot, actually. Yeah, I've got the Tower when I opened up the deck, and the Knight of Swords here. I feel like you've been arguing with whoever this person is a fair amount recently. Whatever has happened here, this exposure of this third-party situation, it's forced a major change in your life. I'm hearing there's no recovering from this, so you may be quite done. I've got the Devil underneath that. I've got the Star card. This other person could be an Aquarius. It was someone that you really had thought you would be with forever, but that Devil is, I feel like you see that there's not going to be the change that you need to see in this person, and you're saying, why would I chain myself to that? I feel like I'm reading for someone here who has a good sense of humor, but also who's pretty logically minded and fairly stoic when it comes to this situation, because I don't know if you were involved with a third-party situation, Taurus, or if that was this other person, but it feels kind of like you've been waiting on the right moment to make a decision as to what you want to do here. And you're kind of tired of having to argue about it, stand up for your position, argue your position, something like that. You have good friends and family around you supporting you, and they say whatever you want to do is what we will support you in. I have the Eight of Pentacles here. I have the Eight of Pentacles here as well. Interesting. What's this? And the High Priestess in the reverse. You may be dealing with a Pisces here that is kind of, because I have Pisces and Pisces here. This person may have had an affair at work. This High Priestess in the reverse is someone who said, you know what? I could tell something was off, and I could tell something was off for a long time, but I just ignored those feelings. Okay. I feel like I'm reading for someone who's very honest with themselves about this situation. I don't think I'm reading for someone who has false hope or wants to change anyone. I feel like you're actually kind of focusing on, first you're trying to make this decision as to whether or not you're going to stay any longer or whether you're going to go. It's that crossroads energy. Some of you may have already, like I said, spoken to some kind of legal counsel about what you want to do here, but some of you have already started this online dating process. This Eight of Wands is kind of my online dating card when it comes to love, and it's right next to this Ace of Cups here. And I'm hearing it's kind of an intriguing prospect for you. All of a sudden, all of these options and not entirely sure what you want to do with them. I have the Page of Pentacles there. Oh, the Five of Swords and this Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Honestly, Taurus, What you really, really want is you want a healthy and balanced relationship. Yes. And I don't think that the ink is quite dry on whatever this situation over here was, but you're saying I deserve to be happy and I deserve to be with someone who loves me as much as I love them. This is kind of what you want here with this Two of Cups. Yeah. Agreed. I've got the World card out here, nicely done. I've got the King of Wands and the King of Wands here. King of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, and there's the Two of Swords again. Let's put that aside. I feel like some of you, what you want is to be with the person who chooses you. And the person that chooses you is like, it's like you want what wants you. It's kind of what I'm hearing here. You want someone who's an action taker. This World card coming out here is someone who says, I can't go back there. I've grown too much. I've outgrown that life. This World card is representative of major cycles in our lives. 5-year, 7-year, 9-year, 12-year cycles, something about that. It usually indicates like some kind of Saturn return in someone's life where they've dealt with the choices and the consequences and the karma, you know, of the past 10 years or however long it's been that you've been with this person. I feel like you are starting over, and I think that's the choice that you're making. This Page of Pentacles is someone who is starting at ground zero, and that's the only place you can really start after the Tower falls, isn't it? This is someone who's rebuilding their lives step by step. I feel like you've got a good grasp of what you want for the future. I think you're just kind of wrapping up loose ends with this situation over here. All right, tell me just a little bit more. Okay, so this Ace of Pentacles is about the best card you can get in any reading. And really, when it comes out with this Five of Swords here, and this deck's a little bit different. This is the After Tarot, so it's a little bit different than a traditional Rider-Waite deck. The Five of Swords here indicates a victory. This is someone who's actually able to walk away with everything they could have possibly ever wanted. It may not seem like it right now, Taurus, but that's where you're headed. This Ace of Pentacles is a brand new beginning that you are embarking upon, but you are being given so much extra wisdom. You've gained so much extra wisdom after having gone through this situation over here. I am hearing someone who's saying, I will do it all over again. I will start all over again, but darn it, I'm going to do it a lot differently. I'm not going to accept anything that is anything less than what I've ever wanted. I'm only going to take things that make me happy. I'm only going to be with people who love me as much as I love them. And you want to be with someone who takes care of you as well as you take care of them. I don't think that was happening over here. And I think you were really just waiting on the moment to make this choice, make this transition. I have the Moon here and the Hanged Man again. Here's the only hitch in the giddy up. Yeah, Taurus, you haven't fully let go of this other person over here. It's okay. You'll do that when you're ready. You're still kind of in this state of trying to make a decision as to what you want to do, where you want to go, who you want to do that with. This Moon is Cancerian energy. This is, I think you catch yourself every once in a while with feelings bubbling up to the surface about this other person. I feel like a lot of people want to talk to you about what's happened here every day, all day. You may still have dreams about this other person that are a little bit jarring. Some of you are trying to decide what to do with pets. Yeah, pets that you shared here. It feels like this is the week that you find clarity. This is the week where that light bulb moment you were waiting on comes to you. This is the week where someone says the right thing that, or you see the right thing, or you hear the right thing that triggers something in your subconscious and lets you know that now is the right time to make this move and to make this choice. Whatever this was that happened here, Taurus, it was... I'm not saying it was right, but what I'm thinking is that it's actually going to put you on the right pathway towards this new life. Now, the tower is about course redirection, right? Once the tower is struck, we can't stay there anymore. We have to do something different. And sometimes that tower is struck. You see the lightning seems to come out of nowhere, right? It seems like it's out beyond our control. This is probably a situation that was outside of your hands in some way. And when that happens, it was kind of like you were forced to change direction. You were forced to find a new home, is what it feels like. And that course redirection is often what we need to get us on the right path, to help us find those relationships that are more reciprocal, that are more respectful, and much more in alignment with us. I think that's where you're headed here, Taurus, if this is your reading. For those of you who are trying this online dating thing on here for a minute, I think that you're going to find someone really, really quickly. And you may start a relationship with them. I don't know how long it will last, but it does feel like it's coming around the corner quickly, that there is someone who would like to spend time with you, like to get to know you. I don't know how serious it will be. I'm not sure you're interested in anything serious. I guess we'll find out next week, right? And see how you're doing with all of this. I think that a few of you are still kind of struggling to cut cords with who you were with in the past, and that's just fine. It feels like you guys had a long-term relationship with that person, so give yourself as much time as you need to recover from that before you decide to move on, if that's what you want to do. You're smart. You'll make the right decisions for yourself, all right? Much love to you guys. I wish you the very best. If this was your reading, hang in there. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are so inclined, and I will see you soon. Mwah, to you all. Next, we have Capricorn. Capricorn, I'm going to use this Chicoli deck for you guys. Oh boy. Capricorn, what? Okay. I've got the Emperor, I've got the Empress, I have the Three of Pentacles here, I have the Moon, and I have the Two of Swords. Wow. Interesting. And there's the Ace of Cups. And there's the Magician. There's the Nine of Pentacles. That's the minor arcana of the Empress. I'm going to put this down. So this two of Swords feels like someone, and all of these cards came out on their side, these right here in the middle. And I was just saying this to our Taurus friends up above. I was just letting them know that when cards come out on their sides for me as a reader, that tells me that whoever I'm reading for, it's kind of your job to decide if you want to turn it into the upright position or into the reverse. Specific to this Chicoli deck, this Two of Swords feels like someone who's walking on a very delicate tightrope. It feels like you're not sure if you're about to lose balance and fall off on one side. This is someone who's not sure they can keep this up much longer. This Moon card is Cancerian energy. That's the time that I'm recording this in right now. But beyond that, this can be mental health challenges. This can be depression. This can be feelings that you thought have been long suppressed, kind of bubbling up to the surface all of a sudden. And I have this Emperor and this Empress out here. That's divine masculine, divine feminine counterparts. They came out right next to each other, one right after the other. Capricorn, you may have a divine counterpart on your mind. Maybe you have been apart from this person for a very long time, and all of a sudden something's coming back up to you. This Moon card can indicate dreams, the dream state, having very intense dreams. Particularly around moon cycles. You know, we're right at the 50% line for the moon, like 50% dark, 50% light. Right now when I'm recording this, and I always have the most intense dreams, it seems around the new moon and this like liminal stage here where we are at the 50% line. And man, I tell you, I have had very intense dreams for the last 2 days straight, and that's unusual for me. So I also have this Nine of Pentacles, which is the minor arcana of the Empress. And I feel like whoever I'm reading for, you have a very single mindset, singular mindset right now, whether you're in a partnered relationship or not. This is someone who can't help but recognize themselves feeling quite single. If you're in a partnered relationship, Capricorn, it feels like this person does all the talking for you, or this person insists that you see life through their lens. And deep down on the inside, I feel like I'm reading for someone who feels very on their own, regardless of whether they're in a relationship or not. Now, I'm going to set these aside over here for just a minute because I'm not sure how those are going to connect. I'm going to clarify with another deck in a minute. Hang on. What? All of these cards on their sides. Capricorn, what in the world? It feels like you are really struggling to make a decision about something or someone. Again, I have the Chariot here, which is Cancerian energy, just like that moon. This is when it, and the Chariot card is all about moving on in all the ways, not just physically relocating, but moving on spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, all of the ways that fit into that box, right? This Seven of Pentacles on its side, I feel like you're saying, should I wait any longer to do this? This Six of Wands is someone who feels like, well, I think you're kind of questioning, is this the right decision for me to be making? I think I'm reading for someone who just doesn't know what the right solution is here. I have this Two of Cups that comes out. I've got the Ace of Cups over here, and I've got the Two of Cups over here. I don't know if this is, I feel like I'm reading for someone who may be in a partnered relationship, but it feels like they have someone from their past that keeps invading their mind or something. Could be a divine counterpart energy. Well, with the Emperor and the Empress there. Makes sense. Let me get another deck and let's clarify real quick. Like, I've got the King of Pentacles here. That's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. And I have the Wheel of Fortune there. That's Sagittarius energy. The Wheel of Fortune is about timing. Whoever I'm reading for here, it feels like that's very important to you. Okay. Let me get another deck. Let's just... Let me use this Artist's Inner Vision Tarot to clarify. Yeah, I've got the Magician on the bottom of the deck there too. The Magician for me as a reader is Ophiuchus energy. That's right between Scorpio and Sagittarius. But the Magician specifically, regardless of zodiac signs, and don't get hung up on any of the zodiac signs I call out. I only call them out in case they are of significance to your story. If they aren't, then it doesn't matter. But this Magician energy is someone who knows that they have to start wanting the right things. I feel like you do. I think that you have a very big heart here, Capricorn. I think you have a very good heart. I think that the situation that you've been in the most recent past has kind of colored your self-esteem a little bit here. The person you've been with here, they may have needed you to fit into a box for them somehow. Maybe because of like an image, or maybe because of what they did for work or something. I feel like whoever I'm reading for, you're no longer interested in wearing that mask any longer. I think that you're ready for something that feels more authentic to you. Let me just... I have the Nine of Swords that comes across this Two of Swords and this Moon card. This Nine of Swords is definitely someone who's having trouble sleeping at night. You may be having bad dreams. Anxiety, stress, worry. It feels like, I don't know if you've had a lot of headaches recently, tummy aches, intestinal issues because of stress and anxiety. It's like something's weighing over your head. You want to change, you need a change, and there's the King of Pentacles again. The Seven of Swords. Woof. Oh, Capricorn. I I don't know if this belongs to you or if this belongs to the person that you're with. It's just going to depend on whether you're in a partnered relationship or not. I feel like I'm reading for someone here who is. This Seven of Swords is someone who doesn't tell the truth, and they get a bad reputation as being a liar, you know, but there's a lot of reasons why people don't always tell the truth. I always say that. It can often be to not hurt someone's feelings. It can often be to not get into trouble for something that you've done or said. Somebody here feels like they always have to chase down the truth, or they have to stop themselves before saying the truth so they don't upset someone, one or the other. There's a moon up there in the upper corner. You may be dealing with a Cancerian. I have this Knight of Pentacles here, also Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. I feel, and it comes out on its side again here. Yeah, here it is. Hold on, there we go. This Knight of Pentacles feels like everything's falling apart. Everything's starting to crumble around them, and there's not very much left. And this, I think, is why you've been kind of on the fence about this whole thing. Should I stay? Should I go? You don't feel like you have a lot of time left in this situation before you've completely eroded, where you've lost so many pieces of yourself, you won't be able to put it back together somehow. Golly, kids. I get the impression that whoever I'm reading for, you don't feel particularly safe in your relationship. I'm not saying it's abusive or anything. I'm hoping not. But it feels like you don't feel comfortable sharing yourself with this person, and you're ready to be in a partnership where you feel like you can show someone the dark sides of yourself in addition to the light sides. I don't think you've been laughing that much lately. This Emperor and this Empress energy, it's divine feminine, divine masculine energy, right? Usually these are people who have a lot of responsibility on their shoulders. They run empires, both of these people. And I don't know if, well, let's just clarify this. You could feel a tremendous responsibility to the life that you have right now. And that may be why you're struggling to move forward and away from it. Ace of Swords on its side. You don't know how to even start this conversation. This Ace of Swords in particular to this deck, I always think of it as the jagged little pill. It's a conversation that is hard to swallow. It's hard to speak up for yourself here. Queen of Swords, you're dealing with someone here who, I'm hearing it's my way or the highway. This person's very rigid, and they can be cutting with the things that they say. Now I have the Page of Pentacles. You're not sure you have it in you to start all over again. What? Yeah, well, okay, fair enough. You're saying I would have to start all over again from like entry level here. And you're not sure it's worth it. I have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. This is a card of choice. Usually when the Lovers card comes out, that's because there's more than one option, right? A choice means there's more than one option. I don't know. I feel like I'm reading for someone who wants desperately to just choose themselves. This person, I feel like, feels like they're very single. They feel very on their own right now already. And you may have been feeling this since last end of winter, beginning of spring. So back over here to this Emperor Empress energy. I think there's someone from your past, Capricorn, that kind of haunts you, because I have this Six of Cups here, which is past life love. It's a relationship of significance, someone that you may have known when you were children. There's something about them that kind of continues to haunt you in some way. And I feel like your attention keeps being drawn back to them. This is very specific. This is not going to resonate for every single Capricorn out there, for sure. I feel like this is a long time off in the distance, but you may take some time to decide what you want to do here. You have this Ace of Wands right here in the middle of your spread. The Ace of Wands is someone who is ready and feels the energy of a new beginning pulling them. But quite honestly, you may not make this decision for yourself, because I've got so many cards out here on their sides. It feels like you have to, it feels like I'm reading for someone who's really struggling to decide what they want to do. Do they want to stay where they are, or do they want to move somewhere else entirely, or onto another person entirely, or back to another person entirely? And you may not make that decision until close to the end of the year, like November, December time. When you make this decision as to whether or not you're going to stay here or whether you're going to go, by that time you will have known, you will have made the right decision. I feel like you're wise to give yourself a little bit of time, although I really don't like you sitting in this energy over here of this Nine of Swords and Seven of Swords, feeling like you're kind of falling apart here with this Knight of Pentacles energy, where you're just like falling apart at the seams. I don't like you dealing with this level of anxiety and stress. I don't like you feeling like you can't either speak up for yourself or you can't trust the people that you're with. I don't like that one bit, but I feel like you're going to have to stand up for yourself here at some point and make the decision that you want to make. I just don't think you know what it is yet. That's why I have the Seven of Pentacles out here twice. That's a card of wait and see. We're going to wait and see how this situation goes, and then we'll make a decision. I feel like that's where your head is right now. I have a lot of inconclusive energy here. And this energy feels like it's about 3 months of cogitation, and contemplation. I think when you finally do make this decision, it's because someone around you says something to you and it triggers you. It helps you make a decision. I don't know if you're leaning on friends, and kind of start expressing to them what you've been going through and what you've been feeling. But someone here is going to give you some good advice. And it's going to be, whether it's good advice or not good advice, it doesn't really matter. Whatever it is, it's the thing that allows you to decide. It feels like their words are what allows you to decide what you want to do ultimately. Okay. And this Ace of Cups is someone who chooses to, and especially partnered with this Magician out here, and I've got it out here twice. This is someone who says, I don't want to pretend to be someone that I'm not, and I'm really ready to share with someone the true, honest parts of myself that I've been kind of keeping locked up for a long time. You can see this bird in the cage over here, and you can see all of these representations of themselves that they haven't shared. You know, it feels like this person is ready to remove whatever this mask has been and kind of open up to someone. And I don't know if you're going to do that with the person you're with here, or whether you're going to end up with a whole change of direction here. It kind of hinges on you having an honest conversation with someone here, though. Anything else you want to say about this? My goodness. Six of Swords. Wow. That's physical relocation, and there's the Two of Cups again. Alrighty. And I have the Three of Wands here, which is that minor arcana of the Magician. The Three of Wands is all about manifestation. It's all about making your dreams become a reality. This Six of Swords is packing your bags and moving across town, across the country, across the world, whatever it is. And this Two of Cups again is wanting to share yourself with a healthy partnership. It's feeling like you have something to offer to another person and you wanting to vibrate at a frequency that attracts the right person to you. I feel like that's where you want your head to be at, to be in. And I think that that's what you're attracting into your life, whether it's over here and this situation just needs some honest conversation, or whether you pack your bags and move and to be closer to whatever this situation is over here that seems to be plaguing you. All right, this wheel is definitely turning, and quite honestly, it's going to turn in the right direction for you. It really is just about you making this decision, and go ahead and take as long as you want with it. Absolutely. You don't need to be in a hurry to make these major choices, but you do need to be honest, right? And you need to be with someone who's honest with you. All right, that was your reading for this week, Capricorn. If this was your reading, hang in there. I gotta be honest, it was kind of a tough week for you earth signs out there. I wish you all the very, very best. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are so inclined. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can. All of that information is in the About section of this channel. All right. I will see you guys soon. I wish you the very best. Mwah. Talk to you later.